I think I'm the last fine book collector in the universe not to have reviewed Folio Society's edition of Frank Herbert's science fiction epic, DUNE. With Denis Villeneuve's new interpretation of the story making waves at the cinema, now seems like as good a time as any. I should say that the Folio Society has issued this book in a 2015 standard edition and a 2020 limited edition. Here I'll be looking at the standard version. The book is bound in silver metallic buckram that has been printed and blocked. The front board is printed with a black and white character portrait of protagonist Paul Atreides, with many iconic features, including those blue eyes that betray an addiction to a substance called melange. It's a cool looking illustration on its own, but it comes into incredible life thanks to the blocked silver foil star design that sparkles atop the image. The spine is blocked with the title in black, with more of that silver stardust showing up for embellishment, as well as the author's name and publisher's name in electric blue. That same shade of blue carries over into the head and tail bands on the sewn binding. This black silver blue colour scheme is immensely stylish, and this binding is one respect in which I much prefer the standard edition to its sand coloured limited edition counterpart. The book comes in a black paper coloured slipcase printed with an evocative silver desert landscape design. Opening the book, we are met first with custom printed end papers bearing a map of the eponymous desert world drawn by Martin Sanders. The reverse of the free end leaf continues this design with accompanying cartographic notes. The book proper's 576 pages are printed on Abbey wove acid-free paper. The text is set in Dante with black tulip display. Helvetica Neue is used to accent certain bits of text, such as the fictionalized quotations that open each chapter and the page numbers. It is then quite a mixed bag of typefaces, but they come together in a nice and coherent typographical design that is modern and edgy, but also readable. There's a smart introduction by literary critic Michael Derder, and an afterword by Frank Herbert, who has continued his father's legacy by writing books set in the DUNE universe. Our illustrator is Sam Weber, who has become a bit of a serial science fiction illustrator for Folio Society, having also illustrated Fahrenheit 451 and the Book of the New Sun to much praise. DUNE, though, may well be the best of these. Here we have a generous offering of 12 full-colour illustrations, including a frontispiece produced using oil on board. We're also treated to 10 black and white vignettes in ink and charcoal that head some of the chapters. The hallmarks of Weber's work are on display here. These are images in the realist style that focus primarily on intense portraits of characters at pivotal moments in the story. The images are printed on a matte stock with a bit of a tooth. This has taken the heavy application of ink well and resulted in dense, vibrant and punchy images. There's a good chance that you've already read DUNE. Folio Society markets it as the most popular science fiction novel of all time. This was my first time with the novel, and because I'm not usually very fond of the genre, I entered the experience with some trepidation. I needn't have been worried. It seems DUNE's formidable reputation is well deserved. This is a novel where the science fiction elements are allowed to sit in the background, ever present but not domineering. Instead, Herbert's imaginary world forms a rich tapestry against which the real story, a kind of political action adventure thriller, is allowed to unfold, and that's definitely a story with wider appeal.